Okay guys, I've received two liquids from Vapists Vapours. Number one, which the what do you call it, has just been scrubbed off. Can't see anything, but it did say 16 milligram Victoria sponge. I'm gonna give you my impressions of it. Um, 16 milligram, firstly, for me, it's a non-starter because I just don't get through it. It's just like vaping fresh air, really, to be honest with you. One thing I do admire, and I mean genuinely admire about Vapist, is the flavours are just so on the money, and every one that I've tried so far has been like that, just on the ball. This one is not quite 100% there. It's as near as you can get without it actually being there, if you know what I mean. With a Victoria sponge, obviously you get the sponge and you get the jam. I'm getting the jam. And I am getting a sponge. Now, I suppose you could say that different people, bakers, would make a Victoria sponge with different ingredients, and that's what it's like. It's, I suppose it's the difference from a homemade type of Victoria sponge to a commercially processed one, and that's what I get with this. That's why I say it's as near as without it actually being at 100%. But I get the jam. I'm definitely getting jam coming through, and I am getting a sponge, but not that one that just says to me, you know, this is one, yeah, that I could buy all the time. For me personally, it's not one that I'd buy. It is a nice vape. There's nothing nasty about it, but it's slightly off the mark for me. But as I say, it is a nice vape. Can you imagine you actually sat there eating a Victoria sponge cake? Yeah, you can. But it's like I say, it's that difference between shop bought and homemade, and this is more shop bought, whereas I prefer the homemade. It definitely tastes like a Victoria sponge, but it's just, as I say, it's just not 100% for me. Whereas Vapists other stuff, I've always been bang on the money. With this one, is done well. It's done very well with it, but it's not just there for me. But it is nice, and I've got another one to try, and it's Eat and Mess, but I'll do that later. I just wanted to stick this one up first and get this one out of the way. So anyway, that's the Victoria sponge from Vapists Vapours. If you like sponge cakes, then yeah, go along and give it a try.